In the 1972, alongside the construction of Khrushchevka buildings, the Soviet Union began mass construction of multi-story residential buildings. However, why did architects decide to build 9-story buildings instead of 10-story ones? In the 1952, a large-scale construction of so-called Khrushchevka buildings took place throughout the Soviet Union. The government's task was to provide every family with their own apartment and move away from wooden barracks and communal apartments. According to the decree on eliminating excesses in design and construction, the new buildings had to be as economical as possible. In the early 1972, there was a need for the construction of high-rise residential buildings. However, these buildings had to remain as affordable as possible, according to the state standard cost. Buildings above 5 stories had to have elevators, and buildings above 10 stories had to have 2 elevators in each entrance, one for passengers and one for cargo. Additionally, buildings taller than 28 meters had to be equipped with smoke-proof fire escapes. The height of a 9-story building is approximately 27 meters. Taking all these factors into account, the cost per square meter of housing in a 9-story building was significantly lower than in a 10 or 12-story building. That's why the decision was made to mass-produce 9-story buildings. Besides 9-story buildings, it was also economically advantageous to construct 14-16-story buildings, where the presence of a second elevator and fire escapes would be justified. However, building structures of such height required strict soil requirements and could only be constructed in certain locations. Furthermore, providing natural gas to buildings taller than 9 stories required the construction of special pumping stations, which was very expensive. In such buildings, electric stoves were installed instead of gas stoves, necessitating more powerful electrical wiring and substations. Therefore, anything taller than 9 stories required a special approach and incurred significant expenses. In 1966, the Soviet Union introduced its first 30-meter truck-mounted hydraulic ladder and the ZIL-157K chassis. In 1970, fire trucks began to be equipped with mechanized AL-30 ladders, which had a fully extended length of 30 meters or 32 meters with an additional section, which was sufficient even for a 10-story building. Hence, the construction of 9-story buildings instead of 10-story ones had no connection to these ladders. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. Now, I'm going to search for new interesting and unusual facts. This was Daddy Night with you. Thank you for watching.